The Three Gorges Dam, the massive hydroelectric project and pride of China, has collapsed. In a single catastrophic moment, nearly 40 billion cubic meters of water were unleashed, triggering a megaflood unlike anything seen in modern times. From the upper reaches of the Yangtze River, waves as tall as 10-story buildings poured downstream, swallowing vast regions of central China. The city of Yichang, located just below the dam, was almost erased from the map. Once busy streets turned into raging rivers. Houses and vehicles were swept away in seconds. Even towering skyscrapers crumbled under the force of the torrent. The flood did not stop there. It thundered into Wuhan, a city of 12 million people, a major hub of China's industry and science. Within hours, the entire metropolis became a sea of water. Residents scrambled for the high-rise rooftops, sending distress calls on their phones. But all rescue efforts proved helpless against the overwhelming surge. Nanjing and then Shanghai, two of the most vital cities downstream, were also devastated. Shanghai, the financial heart of Asia, faced direct destruction. The Yangtze River overflowed, reaching levees and flood barriers, pouring into the city center. Millions of residents along the coast were forced to flee in desperation. A witness in Wuhan recounted with a trembling voice. "We heard a huge explosion upstream. Less than an hour later, the water was already rushing into the city. Cars were stranded on bridges. People were pushing and shoving to escape. Many jumped into the water. I don't know if they survived." Scenes more terrifying than Hollywood disaster films were unfolding in real life. This catastrophe is not only sweeping away homes and lives, it is crushing the world's second-largest economy. Thousands of factories producing electronics, textiles, and machinery have been destroyed. China's famous high-speed rail lines lie in ruins. The port of Shanghai, the world's busiest trade hub, has been completely paralyzed. The global supply chain is collapsing, with oil, food, and commodity prices surging instantly. The shock is being felt far beyond China. Neighboring countries fear floodwaters and altered river flows may affect all of Southeast Asia. The US and Europe convened emergency meetings to assess global market impacts. Japan and South Korea announced humanitarian aid while preparing for economic aftershocks. One analyst remarked, "The collapse of the Three Gorges Dam is not just a natural disaster. It is a geopolitical disaster, an economic disaster, and it could reshape the world order for years to come." Now, questions of responsibility are flooding public debate. Was this project built on reckless overconfidence? Were repeated warnings from scientists about the risks ignored? And who will be held accountable for the hundreds of millions of lives now at stake? China is enduring its darkest day in modern history. Heartbreaking images from submerged cities have shocked the world. Hundreds of millions face displacement, millions of families torn apart, and an ancient civilization trembling under the fury of nature. The collapse of the Three Gorges Dam will be remembered forever. It is not only a warning for China, but a wake-up call for the entire world about the fragility of humanity before the unstoppable power of nature.